Coenzyme Q10. CoQ10 is one of the most essential compounds found in every cell of the human body. We have talked about creatine, the substance that participates in synthesis of ATP. Coenzyme Q10 is also involved in energy production inside the mitochondria, cellular respiration, and electron transport chain inside mitochondria. However, the recent research shows that CoQ10 is a gene regulator, gene transcription factor, signaling regulator, and it is involved in many cellular functions in practically all cells of the human body. The list of the medical indications for the use of coenzyme Q10, supported by the evidence and scientific data, is truly impressive. Mitochondrial diseases, fibromyalgia, ischemic heart disease, and heart failure. The studies prove that patients with heart failure are much less hospitalized per year and have less occurrence of pulmonary edema and other deadly outcomes of heart failure. Atherosclerosis, treatment with statins, especially in elders who are at a greater risk of statin-induced myopathies, including the heart muscle. Thing is, statins work through the inhibition of the HMG coenzyme A reductase that subsequently blocks cholesterol synthesis, but it also blocks production of coenzyme Q10. The significant depletion of coenzyme Q10 levels due to statins intake was proven by 13 controlled clinical trials done in a span of 2 decades. Hypertension, diabetes, neurodegenerative disorders such as Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, Huntington disease, Down syndrome, periodontal inflammation, and even migraines, not to mention that production of coenzyme Q10 declines with age. I have mentioned that statins deplete CoQ10 level. Similar effects are observed with metformin and beta blockers. So taking CoQ10, if you take those medications, may be a good idea as well. Among many functions of coenzyme Q10 is it prevents the oxidation of DNA, proteins, and LDL cholesterol. The same oxidation of LDL cholesterol which causes endothelial damage in atherosclerotic blood vessels. The severity of the deficiency of CoQ10 is directly proportionate to the severity of the cardiomyopathies and heart failure. On the contrary, supplementation with CoQ10 shows a dose-dependent beneficial clinical effect. What about the actual performance enhancement with CoQ10? Studies show that coenzyme Q10 in a dose of 100 to 300 milligram per day significantly reduces fatigue, decrease exercise-induced injury, significantly increase both aerobic and anaerobic threshold, and dramatically reduces the recovery time. It does not influence the lactic clearance though. Unlike creatine, CoQ10 does not store in human body. So regular supplementation is important indeed. Coenzyme Q10 supplements are very well tolerated, and in fact you are more at risk of getting a lower dose than needed rather than overdosing it. While there are no official indications for CoQ10, there is an opinion that it may lower the efficacy of the warfarin and other blood thinners like Plavix as well. However, I came across data that in some studies it was found to have a contradicting effect, from lowering to increasing the effects of the blood thinners due to antiplatelet effects, and also in one study it did not cause any change at all. Anyways, be cautious if you are on warfarin and taking CoQ10, and keep tracking your INR regularly. An extra caution and perhaps lowering the dose is advisable for individuals with cholestasis and liver impairment, because the biotransformation and excretion of coenzyme Q10 is done through the biliary system.